We had this last week. Wasn't the most productive stream in the world. We didn't get a lot of raids done. People weren't too interested in it. So I'm assuming that tonight's going to be even worse than that. So we'll see how we go. People that didn't end up getting a shiny last week might still be trying to get their shiny tonight. Let's give it a go. So yeah, we'll jump into Cresselia raids as soon as they start popping up. We do have one here already, so if we magically get enough people to jump into it, we can. So yeah, I will chuck my code into the chat for the people that need it. Random people sending me friend requests from last week. Yep. Change code. Alright. Please be active in the chat. And leave a like for raid invites. Oh yeah. Alright, 7101 7584 2361. Done. How you doing, James? Welcome in. How you doing today? Alright, there we go. That is code in chat. So yeah, oh my god, that's a good way to start a stream off. Just, this is how tired I am. Yeah, we'll see how we go tonight when it comes to jumping into raids. If anything, we'll sit here for an hour having a cold. It's not too bad. I've been inside all day. Okay, today. Before was the first time I've come outside for the whole day. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. I didn't get up until 2 p.m. I hate on Fitzy. Yeah, pretty much stayed up for about 24 hours. Because as I told you guys yesterday, I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning and couldn't get back to sleep. I did go to bed at like, I think it was like 3:30 last night, 4 o'clock, something like that. So pretty much 24 hours of being awake. And then after, yeah, the day that I had yesterday used up a lot of energy and stuff like that. So I was extra tired. And then, yeah, slept until 2 p.m., which I haven't done since I was like, probably like 16 or 17 years old. Used to sleep until like 2 p.m. every day. Yeah, so it was very unusual waking up and like actually sleeping properly. Like I woke up and I was like, wow, I've actually slept. And then I looked at the time, I'm like, oh my god, it's 2 p.m. I was expecting it to be like midday. But how are you guys doing? Bro, feeling young. Oh, I don't know about that. Feeling old. I used to be able to pull 24-hour nights easily. Wake up the next day, feel fine. Wake up this morning and felt like I'd been hit by a truck. I was like, oh my god. No, it was everything else as well. It wasn't just, because I only slept like 3 hours the night before. If I'd got a decent sleep leading up to it, it wouldn't have been so bad. And then, yeah, the last previous like 3 or 4 nights I've been up late as well, gaming and stuff. So, just in general, it's like a combination leading up to it that was just incredibly draining. Good times. But yeah, anyway, hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. And if you would like to jump into a raid, send me a friend request. My code is tagged in the chats. In the chat. There isn't multiple of them. And yeah, I'll get you on the list. If you're already on my list, let me know. I will chuck you down on the other list, the physical list of the raid invites. 24-hour doom. I mean, not on purpose, but it's happened. Well, I think the longest streams that I've done is when I was doing Twitch stuff back during COVID. And I was playing I think Doom Eternal was one of the games that I was playing at the time. But we were doing like 18-hour streams unintentionally. You'll jump in from your end. Right, I'll still check you on the list just so I know who to expect jumping into the raid. Yeah, so used to stream like 18-hour streams. I think I was doing Rust then as well. So like Rust and Doom and stuff like that. So I was just playing the games and just doing like 18-hour stints in the games and just streaming the whole thing and being like, oh, I should actually go to bed. So yeah, anybody else that wants to jump into these raids, we'll see how we go. I'm assuming Tef and Negan and stuff will jump in soon. Assuming that they would like to do more raids. But yeah, I honestly knew that Cresselia wasn't going to be a draw card. Its raids are dying off more and more and more, unfortunately. Raid hours were always the one stream that I could rely on being a decent stream just because of people being interested in them, but over the last few months, that's gone downhill very dramatically. Things get featured, and when we've got double up raids, like multiple weeks of the same raid boss. 1 week's okay, depending on the raid boss. The second week is like dead. You'll be with you after you pick up Uber Eats. Okay, wait, isn't the point of Uber Eats supposed to be coming to you though? I'm going to pick up my Uber Eats. It's like, hang on a second. I thought they were supposed to be doing the delivering. Used to do those kind of sessions with Ark. Good old Ark. We did a 3-day sesh once and only like 4-hour break. Yeah, see, that's what I was doing when I was streaming like Rust and stuff like that on Twitch. It was pretty much that, like an 18-hour day playing the game, or evening, night, because I wouldn't stop until like 5 in the morning, and then I would sleep for a few hours, and then I'd get up and just do it again. And I did that like 3 or 4 times in a row, and I was just like, man, this is killing me. I need to sleep. But I usually, like, when I get invested in a game, I'm usually like that, where I will play it for 18 hours straight. It's part of my ADHD sort of thing. Like, when I fixate on something, I fixate on something. Yeah, Cameron, the code is in the chat. You'll do too. No worries. All right, so yeah, so Cameron, if you send me a friend request, my code is in the chat. Joshua, sorry, what was your in-game name again, dude? So I can check you on the list. There's a pickup option. You can get it yourself. Sorry, James, for what? My brain's not working, so I'm assuming this is. What was the conversation we were just having? I was talking about 18-hour. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay. Yeah, the Uber Eats. Okay, for a second, then I was just like, I had to backtrack through the conversation and be like, wait, where does that make sense? Are you in the Uber Eats thing? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. There's a pickup option you can get. That is so weird. So they go and pick up your food, and then you go and meet them somewhere, like some sort of weird ass drug deal. That is so weird. Just meet them in an alleyway behind the pub. Just be like, yo, man, you got the shit? It's like, opens up his jacket, and there's just a Big Mac meal in there. He's just like, here, man. Gives you a hamburger and some fries. This is top quality fries, man, straight from Colombia. Griffiths. Oh, you're gonna track me in, but okay, no worries. What was the name, just so I know? No worries, Joshua. I have got you on the list. I'm assuming you're Griffiths. So yeah, I got Fitzy, Griffiths. Cameron, again, did you add me, or? Like I said, guys, code is tagged in the chat. It should be a highlighted message in the chat. Okay, that makes it easy to know. We got Fitzy and Fitzy. Cool. I'll just put Fitzy times 2. Actually, no, I will. No, that's cool. That's cool. I know to invite the one that I'm not friends with yet. Same name, different numbers. Yep, cool. Yeah, when it comes to inviting, I know that your main account, you're inviting yourself, and then your baby account, because we're not high enough friends level, I'll have to invite that one. So Negan will be in once she gets back from her food run. Cameron. Fitzy and Cheesy. Sounds like a rapper duo. No, as Joshua, I should have enough. If Cameron jumps in, like right now we've got what, 4, including myself. Honestly, that's probably enough. But it's always nice to get a few more in just in case, sort of thing. So if yeah, if Cameron's still here and he wants to jump into a raid, and sends me a friend request, we can get it going and should be able to jump in. But if not, I'll give it another minute or so, and if nobody else jumps in, we'll just jump in with who we've got, and like I said, we should be okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Tef jumps in soon, if she remembers. It is Cresselia, and I think she's still hunting it on 1 or 2 of her accounts. You'll be in poker already? No worries, dude. Oh my god. And like I said, I woke up at 2 p.m. and then all I wanted to do after that is just sleep more. I didn't get enough sleep, even though I got enough sleep. Yeah, I gotta try catch up, and I think I'm gonna be again gaming late tonight. Why is it that women tend to have this hold over you that when they want to do something, it's just like you just tend to do it? Not in a simp type of way, but just in a I got nothing else to do type of way, so I may as well. Yeah, okay, you're up. Negan, no worries, cool. I'll check you down. Alright, sweet. We should have enough to jump in. I'm not sure what Cameron's doing, so if he's still around, he can let me know. If not, we'll jump in with who we've got. So, alright, guys, get ready because I'm about to send through the invites. Alright. Griffin. Yep. Griffiths and. Yep, not heal. Alright, cool. They got magic power, magic evil powers. It's all mind control. Yeah. Yeah. And then hormones start racing. They're all witches, I say. Witches! Oh, cool. I think we just, yeah, wait on naked. Oh my god! Stop your. This is what I get for just laying around on the couch. I should have done a workout because then it was something that should have woken me up a little bit. I just didn't have enough time, really. Did you get the invite, Negan, or? Because I did send it. I think. I did send it, yes. Is everybody paying attention? It's alright, we'll get it with 4 anyway. Yeah, everybody's, except for Because his second account is over level 40, so we should be fine. Everyone's going to have decent Pokemon. Now, one of the things that I've been looking at, because I did the Oblivion remake recently. I've been meaning to get into that, but at the same time, it's made me start looking at Skyrim again. I actually booted up Skyrim for the first time in, I think it was 5 years. Like Skyrim Special Edition. I bought it like years and years and years ago because I was thinking about streaming it. But then I just got into the, I'm going to install every bloody mod that I can possibly think of onto the game. So I've got something like 350 mods installed for it, and then I rebooted it for like the first time the other day, and there was just conflicts all over the place because it's been so long and things have updated and mods haven't been updated. So I was just like, oh, I can't actually play. I'm gonna have to go through like all my mods and get updated versions of them and all that sort of stuff. Like, oh, this is gonna take forever. Okay, this is a task that I think I'll just do in time, sort of thing. But yeah, I've just got an inkling to play like Skyrim or something like that. But I should just buy Oblivion and just play through that because I've never played through Oblivion before. I've been to Skyrim multiple times. You didn't get the invite? That's weird. I did send it. It's probably just, you know, the game being the game. I'd say try restarting your game and see if it comes through. I send it next round. Yeah, it's weird because I sent it with plenty of time, so it should have come through. No, Mewtwo. Damn it, I had a charge move. It's not often you see Miss Magius being recommended on people's teams. Come on. Why does Moon Ducky have to be so bulky? Just go down already. So yeah, that's how bulky it is. 4 of us, like 4 people is usually enough to do a lot of raids, like fairly easily. Got it to 60 seconds then. So it just took a long time to get through, just because of the bulkiness. Alright. So I did get a shiny last week, so we don't necessarily need one tonight. So fingers crossed for you guys that still need the shiny. Mine is not shiny. Your trash old tin helmet. No, it was alright. is all good. I mean, it made up the difference, sort of thing. Just having that extra damage. Terrible, sorry. Me, Cresselia, stop being a pain in my ass. I am not throwing well to. Yeah. Hey, Negan, thank you for rememorizing. I was going to say, usually there's more shiny vibes in the chat, but I remember you saying that you couldn't rememberize at the time just because you hadn't been paid yet. That's all good. Thank you for rememorizing now. All right, nice. Nice. It's in the bag. It's like, now I can do the shiny vibes. I felt so naked without my shiny vibes. It's okay. It's not too bad. All right. Let's heal up. Alrighty, I need to turn on the light. Oh, it's not going to turn on because the keys aren't in the ignition. Or it's just not going to turn on. Where are the lights? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, where are the lights? All right. So we have Raph. All right, Negan, I will send you another one to try and get you into this one. Fitzy, are you doing more raids or? Oh, God. So horny. Just on the main now? Okay, cool. Alright, so again, that's 4 of us, so we'll hopefully, as long as Negan gets in on this one, which I'm assuming it should work. Is there anybody else that would like to jump into this raid? Nope. I knew it was going to be quiet. That's alright. I guess if we should manage. Let's get a nice timer on it. Yeah, later hatching ones. Around 6.5, 7 minutes. So I guess we will just jump in this one. Yep. All right. Try these because these guys usually jump into raids. All right, good. Negan, you made it into this one. Awesome. That's why you have randos on your list. Well, not randos, but just arcane. Oh, sorry, dude. Tell me before. I'll send you the invite. I don't know if it'll come through in time, though. Yeah, just let me know earlier if you want to try and get into raids like before, eh? Still 30 seconds, so hopefully it'll come through. If not, I'll get you into the next one, dude. But we've ended up with a pretty decent lobby for this one, so that's good. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to make it in time. No. That's alright, I'll get you into the next one, dude. Like I said, just try and let me know a little bit beforehand when I'm already in the lobby. Time tends to be fairly slim to try and get people in unless they let me know basically as soon as I jump in. I can hear voices. I don't think these ones are in my head. You missed it, yeah. Unfortunately, when I sent it through, there was only like 30 seconds or something left on the clock. 30, 40 seconds. Usually it takes a bit longer than that for the invites to come through. But like I said, I'll put you on the list for the next one, dude. See, even with 6 people in the raid, still takes so bloody long. Cresselia, why are you such a tank? Dodge me. God damn you, Mewtwo. Now you... It's a bit late for that, buddy. Oh my god, how many charge moves do you want to spam? Another one. That's like 5 charge moves in a row. How many Aurora Beams do you have inside of you, Moonduck? Alright. Babes. It has nowhere to go, so it's like, give me 5 minutes. Is not shiny. Alright, so Garfield, I will get to you in just a moment as soon as I'm done with this raid encounter. Oh man, I thought it was going to stay first ball. No shiny. You dropped your phone. No. Hopefully you got a good case on it. Hopefully it's not an iPhone, because then it's broken forever. Or have they fixed that issue of you drop your iPhone from like the smallest of heights and it shatters into a million pieces? That one is terrible. Oh, okay, it was onto your couch. That's okay then. I've dropped my Galaxy S22 that many times, and it's still kicking. I do have a good case on it though, and screen protector, but it's fine. I've dropped it onto concrete. I've dropped it onto like so many different types of surfaces. My God, why do words have to be so close to each other? I meant to say surfaces. And it's been fine. I'm usually pretty good with my reflexes on. When I drop my phone, I put my foot out and I can usually get it to hit my foot first before it hits the surface that it's going to fall onto. So it sort of breaks its fall. Alright. Next raid. So we got Griff. Tyranitar. There is no Tyranitar, dude. We are doing things. It's raid alpha. It isn't just choose a raid night, guys. We're raiding Cresselia. It's Cresselia raid night. So that's what's available in the raids, as you can see. Well, they've despawned right now, but when they respawn, it'll be Cresselia. The new bunch of raids will pop up in 3 minutes time. This one here was a late hatching one, so we can still do this one while we wait. Negan, you're ready. So, Dragon Ball Legend, are you Garfield? And if so, are you still keen for a Cresselia, or is it just Tyranitar you want? And I'm assuming you're meaning Mega Tyranitar. Is that our Mega Boss at the moment? I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Megas. I know, iPhone slander here. It's the only thing Apple actually got right. I don't know about that. Who wants to buy a phone that's incompatible with every other third-party thing that's out there? To me, that's just silliness. Sacrifice usability over, like a physical... No, you sacrifice usability over security, which is alright. Like having security is fine, but my phone's fine. I don't have any issues with security. And I got it perfectly work. Perfectly functional phone that works with most things. I've just never been a big fan of Apple products in general since the good old days when they made those crappy little box computers that we had in primary school. They were fun. You know, the old school Macs, those like inbuilt things, not the iMacs. They were like early 2000s. I'm talking like early 90s, like box things. Me failing? Yeah. Dude, I fail English on a regular basis. How you doing, Pokey Jed? Welcome in. Do a decent Aussie accent. Are you asking me if I do one or if I am... I'm an Australian, so I thought I just had an Aussie accent to begin with. But if you're talking real, like, thick Aussie accent, mate. True Blue. Let's go down to the pub, get a few tinnies. Oh, detect. Okay, sorry, man. Detect. My brain will do that. I have a tendency of reading words. Yes, you do detect an Aussie accent. Sorry, man. My bad. No, that's all good, dude. It's like I have a tendency of, like, when I'm reading things, my brain will just interpret words. It's not dyslexia, it's selective dyslexia. I can read and write perfectly fine, but sometimes just certain words, my brain will just read it as a different word. because I'm not actually reading the sentence, I'm just scanning over it. So my brain just replaces words with other words. So it's like, yeah, cool. Yes, you do detected. I'm also very tired, if you can't tell. Hey, you got it, man. Words are hard. They are. Speaking is hard. All right. We'll get ready to jump into this next raid. If you would like into a raid, guys, like I said, send me a friend request if you need to. If you're on my friends list, let me know. I will add you. Oh, you have? Cameron, what's your in-game name? I did ask you this before, dude, but you didn't answer, so it's very hard for me to keep track of people's in-game names when they haven't been in the streams for a while. So I'll know what it is once you tell me. I'll be like, of course, but... Oh, you're a POM, so you have the ability to distinguish between English and Australian. Was that a jab? Were you, like, hanging fun on our Australianisms? This will be your last one. Okay. So I've got... Oh, Fitzy, you'll jump in yourself. Negan... Oh, yeah, you missed out on the last one, so you want to jump into this one, don't you? Oh, wait. Did you get into the last one? I'm confused now. Where are we? What year is this? Okay, so I've got Griff, Garfield, but I'm not sure if he's jumping in because I'm not sure if he wanted to do these raids or not. Negan and Fitzy. Monkey, have you sent me a friend request? You'll have to send me a friend request first. You'll do... Okay, cool. Yeah, so send me a friend request if you need to, guys. My code is tagged in the chat. Cameron, please let me know what your in-game name is so I can chuck you on the list. March 30th, 2025. Thank you. No, I've just been very tired recently, so my brain just doesn't function, probably. Or maybe it's just I'm getting old and I'm starting to go senile. You're poking fun at the USA. Was about to call them us. But no one else in the... Yeah, no, that's all good, dude. I knew that you were probably making fun of Americans and stuff like that with the joke, but just the way that it came out, it's just like, hey, are you hanging fun at me because I'm Australian? And, you know, the whole English being the owners of the English language and every other Western country that speaks English just butcher it. But hey, we're the good little brothers, all right? We don't have our own... We use proper English. We don't use American English, so we can be forgiven for having terrible accents. So yeah, Monkey, if you send me a friend request, I'll get you in. Cameron, again, dude, let me know what you're in. Oh, wait, it's Cameron, isn't it? Cameron is Cameron. I was going to say I think it's Cameron. Okay, so you're at the top of the list. Okay. I will add you to this raid. I just like to double check to make sure that I'm getting the right people, but given that you're online and you asked for one, I will assume that that is you. Monkey, you still haven't replied back, so I don't know what's going on. You do play cricket, but you're not that bad. See, I don't play cricket. I'm not a big cricket person. I'm an Australian rules football person. I get a lot of people, especially from India and stuff like that, when they come into the chat and they're like, oh, like, especially when the cricket's on, which is sort of like during the summertime, and they're like, oh, you know, Australia beat England, and or, you know, they beat India, or they did this or did it. And I'm like, cool. I don't watch cricket, guys. I'm sorry. I may be an Australian, but in Australia, it's very much you love it or you hate it sort of thing. And I'm in the latter category. I don't hate it. I just don't watch it. I find it too boring. Up the Cresselia. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of cricket. I just find it too slow-paced and boring. Not that bad. You're not really English. Pro Planty is live. His first. He seems to have a lot of issues with his stream, right? But that's a YouTube thing. Like, my streams crash on a semi-regular basis. Well, it's across. Sometimes it can be a YouTube thing, just because the YouTube app just crashes. Other times it can be because you're trying to stream and play the game at the same time. And the game takes up a lot of phone resources. So if it takes up too many, it'll just start shutting down other things in the background, including your stream, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. All right. People, how you doing? Welcome in. All right. So we got Cameron. This read seemed to have taken a long time to organize, but honestly, I don't think we're going to get a shoot load of raids done tonight. So if we take a little bit extra time to get them organized, it's okay. And Fitzy, you're inviting yourself. That's okay. You like some Aussie rules, but you've never been able to see one in real life. Yeah, we do some exhibition games around the world occasionally. Like, they tried to do some in China a few years back. And they do one in, like, America every now and again and stuff like that. I don't know why they've never really tried to take it to England. That's really weird. They probably have at some point, but I'm sure it's just because you guys are such either cricket or soccer, or, sorry, European football, I should say. Yeah, they just haven't really seemed to try to crack into that market at any point that I am aware of. It's a good game, though. Fast-paced. I think that's why I enjoy it so much, because I'm more of like a fast-paced sport person. If I was to choose an American sport, it would be basketball for that reason, just because it's fast-paced. I just don't like timeouts. They annoy me. Just play the damn game. Stop calling timeouts every 3 seconds. It's annoying. When he used to go in there, it was like a weekly thing for him. You can't watch test matches. It's just torture. You watch the T20. Yeah, some people have said that to me as well. They're like, oh, if you can't get into cricket because it's so drawn out and boring, try and watch the T20. Just because then at least they're just like one and done matches, and then just like a stripped down version that's just more fast paced. Pipu, no worries. As soon as I'm done with this raid, if you've sent me a friend request, I will add you to the list. We have to, exactly, just because, I mean, here in Australia, that's what they did. Like, that's why football became a sport, because they would play cricket in the summertime, and then they needed something to do during the wintertime, so they started playing football, and they could just use the same grounds. That's why a football field is basically just a convert. I mean, the MCG, which is the major ground in Australia that they play football at, is like where they play every grand final, is the Melbourne Cricket Ground. That's what MCG stands for. So yeah, it would just make sense that, you could just convert the same places where they play cricket into, football fields. NHL is your favorite American sport. I've never been able to get into NHL too much. Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of NFL. Sorry. Yes, National Hockey League. For some reason, I'm doing. I replaced the H with an F because I didn't read it properly. Yeah, NHL is actually pretty good as well. I do like hockey. I just think it's weird that they play 3 periods. That's the weird thing about it. It's like, dude, where's the fourth? You're missing the fourth quarter. It's weird seeing things played in 3 parts and not 4 parts. Because again, Aussie rules football, 4 quarters. It's like 2 halves to the game, 4 quarters. Yeah, but hockey's another one of those games. It's a bit more fast-paced. So yeah, basketball and hockey, that would probably be my 2 American sports that I would choose from. Aussie Rules exhibition matches at Lords would be incredible. I don't know why they don't do it. I think it's just because they know that, like, a lot of, like, English people, like, come over to Australia and just pick up the sport anyway. So I feel like the AFL has probably gone, there's not much of a market there to try and corner, just because, you know, one, you guys do have a lot of sports yourselves, like with the European football, or I should say football, and cricket and all that sort of stuff. We do get a lot of Irish coming over though, because they do the crossover matches, because Gaelic football and Aussie Rules football are very similar. So they do sort of like the exhibition matches where it's like Australia versus Ireland, and they have sort of like a cross between each of them. And then, yeah, we get a lot of Irish coming over and actually joining the AFL. They'll actually go over there and be like, hey, you're a good Gaelic football player. Why don't you come over to Australia and earn good money playing AFL? So there's heaps of Irish. He's not shiny. Pipu, as I will, dude, I'll add you as soon as I'm done with this raid, dude. As soon as I'm done catching, I will add you. Sorry, we're just rambling on a bit about sports, so we're a bit delayed. But tonight, as I said, we're not really in too much of a rush to get that many raids done, because this is our second week of this raid boss, so we can take it a little bit more easy tonight. You feel like you're clogging? Nah, dude. Nah, interact as much as you want. It's good for the chat and stuff like that, like YouTube algorithm. The more you guys interact with the chat and everything, the more it goes, hey, people are enjoying this stream and interacting and stuff. So go for it, man. Chat away. Nope, we don't want those ones. We want these ones. All right. So we got X Pippo. All right. So yeah, Negan, you said that you're done. Fitzy, that was your last raid as well, yeah? Or are you doing more? 3 times 20-minute periods, yeah. For hockey, yes, I think so. I haven't watched or played hockey or anything like that for a while, so I can't remember that. But then they've got overtime as well. So if the scores are even at the end, they'll do overtime. Which is another weird thing about Australian rules football. We're one of the only sports in the world that if it's a draw at the end of the match, it's game over. There's no extended time to make sure that somebody wins, except for finals. In finals, because it did happen a few years back where there was a final game which was drawn, and they were like, oh, what do we do in this? So they actually got the 2 teams, like it was a grand final, like the 2 teams drew at the end of the game, and they're like, oh shit, we don't know what to do in this situation. We can't just play overtime because that we don't have rules set for it or anything like that. So they actually got the 2 teams to come back the week later and play the whole game again. So there was 2 grand finals. It was St Kilda, Collingwood, and then yeah, it was a drawn game the first time around, and then the second game, Collingwood just came out and just wiped the floor with St Kilda. And then since then, they've added rules for the final series that if it's a drawn game, there'll be extended times. But during the main season, if it's a draw, points just split. So instead of winning 4 points for a win, you only get 2. Both teams get 2 points. And then that can be a matter of, if you've only got those 2 points at the end of the season and other teams around you have got the 4 points from games that they've won, you can miss out on the finals because you just didn't have enough points to make the top 8. I know, it's confusing. One of your best mates is from Adelaide. He's one of the funniest blokes you know. Good old Adelaideans. Oh, one more than you're out? Okay, cool. Negan, I've got you on the list. Ice hockey's the best. Yeah, you go for the Aussie League. Oh, you go to the Aussie League all the time. I wanted to play hockey when I was younger. Like ice hockey. I was like, that's awesome, but they didn't really have stuff set up back when I was a kid to play. And I don't think we really had like kids league ice hockey rings. Field hockey is pretty big in Australia. We've got one of the best field hockey teams in the world when we go to the Olympics, sort of thing. Monkey, yeah, I've got you on the list for this one, Monkey. Oh no, sorry, I've got Monkey. Have you sent me a friend request? Sorry, that was yeah, Bipu that I've got on the list for this one. So I've got Pipo and Negan. Monkey, you need to send me a friend request, or if you already have, please let me know what your in-game name is so I can add you. You like field hockey? No, it's good. Like, field hockey is different from ice hockey just because people aren't really protected like they are in ice hockey. There's no padding or anything like that, so it can be brutal. One of my sister's friends growing up, she played field hockey, and she was a unit. Sort of thing. You wouldn't want to mess with her because she would F you up. But she was a really nice girl at the same time. But yeah, she just went out there and played field hockey. Built different. Collingwood St Kilda, yeah. Yeah, everyone remembers that grand final. So yeah. Fitzy, sorry, dude, were you doing another raid or not? You're out of remote raid passes now. Thanks for the raid. No worries, Joshua. Thank you for tuning in. Cameron, again, I'm not sure if you're still here and wanting. I'll chuck you on the list and send you an invite and see if you want to get in. You're not in the chat much, so it's hard to keep track of if you're in other raids or not. And Monkey, there's no distance trade, so I can't trade with you. I can invite you to a raid, but I can't trade with you, sorry. So yeah, if you would like to get into a raid, send me a friend request so I can get you into the raid. Whilst they're bringing up the down under, the best goal you have ever seen in a soccer work. Yeah, sorry, dude. Like we call it soccer here because we've got football. Like we've already got 2 codes of football in rugby and in AFL. So having a third one would just confuse people. So yes, we're one of the countries that call it soccer. Our team is the Socceroos for God's sake. So it's like, just forgive us, all right? It's soccer to us. I'm sorry if it's offensive. Yeah, one of the best goals you've seen in the Soccer World Cup is Tim Cahill. Over the shoulder, full volley, top corner, strike against the Netherlands. Like, we've got some good soccer players here in Australia that end up playing for other countries. Usually going over and playing in the Euro leagues and stuff. Playing all over the place. I'll show legendaries after, Monkey. We're hosting raids at the moment because we're running out of time, honestly. Most of these have only got like 6 minutes or so left. Sorry. All right, we'll jump into one raid quickly with who we've got because we'll have. Actually, Fitzy, again, you didn't answer me whether or not you're jumping into raids. I don't know if you're busy at the moment or because I don't know if Cameron's jumping in or not, so I don't know if we're going to have enough people to. There is one there that's hatching in 5 minutes. And if we're lucky, this one that I'm sitting on will hatch into another one. Alright, what I might do is, because we are running low on numbers, instead of jumping into a raid that we might not get enough people for and then people losing their pass, I will wait until this 5-minute one hatches. Then that gives us a full amount of time to try and get it done. and get more people organized in it. And like I said, this one that I'm sitting on might hatch into another one within the next 10 minutes as well, if we're lucky. Because, yeah, there's just not enough time to jump into one of these, and I don't want people to lose their pass. If we had more people ready to go, I would happily jump in. You'll definitely be back next stream. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that you've had a good time. Yeah, smash that like button and subscribe and all that sort of stuff, guys. If you haven't already, we're just sitting on 7 likes. That's not too bad. We're only 3 away from 10, so if you haven't already, chuck us a like. And yeah, like I said, guys, if you want to jump into a raid, my code is tagged in the chat. So send me a friend request and I will get you into a raid. And I mean, I suppose if we're waiting for the other... Oh, yeah, cool. This one. There we go. I said hopefully this one will hatch into another one. And we got it. I suppose while we're waiting, we can... I mean, honestly, Monkey, I have got a lot of legendaries. I have 933 legendaries, so it's going to take us a while to... I'll show you the better ones, because there's a lot of repeats, but yeah, these are like my top legendaries. Got ourselves armies of Groudons and Mewtwo's and stuff. I should probably go through and transfer some of those Groudons, to be honest. And yeah, the list goes on and on and on. Any legendary that's been available in the game, we've got. So, got everything. Do I have remote raid passes? I do. I'm not sure about you if you've got them, Monkey. But yeah, you'll have to, like I said, if you want into a raid, you'll have to send me a friend request. Like and subscribe for Pokemon and good vibes. Exactly. And I will be branching out into other stuff soon, just because this game is getting to the point where there's not a lot of life left in it. Sort of thing. As you can tell, tonight's been fairly quiet. Back in the day, raid hours were popping. So, yeah, I'll be starting to play Doom Dark Ages in a few weeks' time when that comes out. So that'll be something added to the channel. And then, yeah, we'll go from there, adding more stuff. So it's not just Pokemon and good vibes. It's other things, good vibes too. Doom? Yes, I'm a huge Doom fan. So I am looking very much forward to Doom Dark Ages coming out. So I'll be streaming that one for sure. Now that's a game. It sure is. No, I've really enjoyed all the remakes. Or not remakes, the reboot sort of thing from 2016 onwards. They've done a good... It's become like our main subject matter over the last few weeks. We've just been talking about Doom non-stop because of the game that's coming out. But yeah, I've been a huge fan of all the reboots. They've all been very refreshing in a very stale first-person shooter world. There's a lot of first-person shooters that just do the exact same thing over and over and over again, where they keep trying to reinvent it and do something different each time around, which is very good to see. So yeah, very much looking forward to Dark Ages. Have I played Turok Evolution? It's like a shooter, but yes. I've played... I can't remember which of it. It's been a long time since I've played one of the Turoks. I think the last one that I played was on PS2. So that was a long time ago. But yeah, I know the games. You're a Doom fan? That's good. I'm glad that there are so many Doom fans in the people that are watching. So it's like, well, I know there'll at least be some people that'll be watching the streams. Everybody else that's just come for the Pokemon Go content, well, sorry, you'll just have to start liking demons getting hacked into tiny pieces with chainsaws, because that's what's going to happen. Monkey, I would add you to a raid, but I need your friend name. I need you to send me a friend request. Otherwise, I cannot invite you to a raids, dude. Who wouldn't want that? There's a lot of people out there that probably wouldn't find the game as entertaining as it is. Especially people that grew, like, you know, play a lot of Pokemon and stuff like that. It's a very big leap to go from cutesy wootsy animal fighting into murdering the the gods of hell and stuff like that. As I said, with a chainsaw and BFGs. BFGs and chainsaws. When I put it like, exactly, it's like, you got to think about it. It's like Pokemon Go, or just Pokemon in general, is, you know, it's a family friendly thing that's aimed at a lot of people, a wide audience. And that's what this channel originally was. It was supposed to be a really family friendly channel that was just all about Pokemon. And, you know, I was going to play other games, but Pokemon was definitely my main thing on the channel. But now that Pokemon Go is dying off, and it's not that I'm sick of Pokemon, it's just that I want to do other things. I don't want to just be like a one subject channel where it's just all Pokemon, just because I feel like that would just get boring after a while and just lose interest in only focusing on Pokemon. So, yeah, be a variety gamer channel. As I said, that was always the original plan. So yeah, Doom. I played other games on the channel before. But yeah, now it's going to be more of a thing where I sort of move forward with doing that stuff rather than just being a Pokemon Go focused channel. Well, we seem to be struggling to... What happened to that raid? Wait, did that raid despawn? Oh, I know what happened. That wasn't a raid that was actually hatching. The game glitched out and there was a raid there, but it despawned. Okay. I hate it when it does that. It pops up an egg that's going to hatch rather than an actual raid boss. So where it looked like there was an egg that was going to hatch, it was actually the raid boss there. So that one's there. So literally, we've only got this one raid left to do anyway, because it's the only thing that's still around. So I will try and get enough people to do it. We've still got 16 minutes. I do have ZPO and Negan that I know of. Cameron, I'm not sure if he's jumping in or not. So if there's anybody else that would like to jump into this last raid, let me know, and I'll chuck you on the list. As I said, I knew that tonight was going to be really quiet when it came to raids. We've only done 3. So yeah. Get this one. We can do 4. It's like finding an Ariana Grande fan and making them listen to... Exactly. Yes, very much so. I suppose I can try it. Let's see if there's other people online. Let's see if we can jump in with. Alright, someone to Fitzy as well, because he might just be doing stuff and can't jump in, but he's still in the game. Alright, so this will be the final call. Is there anybody else, like Monkey? I know that you wanted to get into the raid, but unfortunately I keep saying you need to send me a friend request and you haven't. Or you have, and you're just not letting me know what your in-game name is. So as much as I would like to get you into a raid, dude, I can't. Unless you actually let me know. But yeah, hopefully we'll find a few more. You got no more? No, that's all good, dude. That's all good. Alright, let's give it a crack. Alright, Cameron is still on. I suppose we'll try Garfield as well. I don't know. X. Oh, Fitzy removed his other. Oh, did he? No, I did right. That's all good. As long as there's 4 people in there, we should be all good. Oh. Oh. There's not a lot of people online at the moment. Yeah, if we haven't got 4 or so by 10 seconds, jump out. Okay, that's alright, we're up to 4. Hopefully nobody jumps out. 4, we can get it done, so don't stress, guys. Hopefully nobody jumps out now. Alright, beautiful. Good luck. Hopefully somebody will get the shiny out of this one. You hate those people who jump out at the last second and leave you hanging. Yeah, I don't mind if people jump out of the raid as long as they do it with enough time to give people enough warning that they're going to do it. So they can say, okay, if there's not enough numbers now, jump out ourselves. Yeah, the people that panic and jump out with like 2 seconds left on the clock, it's just like, gah! What are you doing? And what really annoys me is when people do it when there's enough people in the raid to get done, like to get it done, but they still chicken out and jump out. It's just like, man, god damn it. We had enough people. I can understand remote raid passes are expensive these days and people don't want to risk losing one, sort of thing. But it's still annoying. Or something else that annoys me is when I tell people that are in the chat, like, don't jump out, guys, we've got enough people, it's fine, and they still jump out, and it's just like, we could have got that done. You should have stayed in the raid. And then they see that we finished the raid with, like, even when they jump out, with the amount of people that we've got left, and it's just like, well, you missed out on doing a raid because you jumped out. I told you that we had enough people. Yeah, it's usually like if you can get it to halfway mark by 170-ish on the clock, you should be good. So this one's going to be close, but we should be alright because it's just about there. Exactly 170 on the clock when we get it to halfway. I am seeing like Cresselia and stuff over there, so I'm assuming that a couple of the smaller accounts don't have. Oh no, that's something that we don't need either. Lucky it was as my Pokemon was KOing. Phone fell off the steering wheel. Yeah, definitely some of those smaller accounts didn't have the best Pokemon in the world, or at least one of them. It's alright, still 2 minutes, so we're fine. We're in a good spot. It's almost in the red. Do I have Darkrai? Yes, I have several Darkrai's. And when I say several, I mean like 47 of them, something like that. There's a 7 in it. Sorry, can you invite me to one more time because you didn't have time? Unfortunately, this is the last raid, Pipu. I would get you into another one, but there's none left after this one because raid hour has finished. So yeah, I did try to get you into this one, dude, but unfortunately, yeah. So I apologize for that, man. This Cress is done, yeah. Still going to be cutting it pretty close, but I don't like it when it gets under 60 seconds and there's still, especially when it's using Rayquaza now, it's like, this is not an ideal counter. Yeah, hurry up and KO. Oh no! Get back into the raid as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's done, luckily. But still, a lot closer than I like to get them. "15 seconds left on the clock." Not as close as I've cut it before. We have got to like 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock when we finally get it, and it's just like, oh my god. Yeah, I think the closest that we've ever come was like 1 second left on the clock. Because usually it times out like just before it gets to that, so we must have hit the last bit of damage just before it got into that time zone where it's like it's still got time on the clock, but it's already timed you out. Yeah, that was like a 3-person. What was it? I want to say Dialga. I can't even remember. It was Dialga or something. And yeah, there was only like 2 or 3 of us in the raid, and we got it just as it was about to finish. Closer than you thought it would be. Yeah, we would have got it done a lot quicker, but one of the guys was only like a level 20 something. So yeah, he had like Cresselia and not Panchan. Was it the Searape or whatever it is, the evolution of Pansear? No shiny. We always get friend requests for raids like just after we've finished the last raid. I'm sorry, whoever sent me that friend request. This was our last raid of the evening. If you came in like 5 minutes before, we would have been able to get you into this raid. Dude, chill out. Yeah, it's not so bad if you've got people in the raid, like a smaller amount of numbers, but everybody's sort of like seasoned raiders. So they're like high levels, they've got good counters. When you go in with people that, are a lower level, you're just like, this could be a little bit dicey. Yeah, so sorry, Killer Cobra. Yeah, because it's now 10 past 7 here, so raid hour has finished. But yeah, if you subscribe, we do host these raids every week, guys, for raid hour. So next week we'll be back hosting Tapu Fini raids. Yeah, I think Tapu Fini's next. Then we've got Yuxi for 2 weeks, and then Tapu Bulu. So they're our next 4 raid bosses. Party guest, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh my god, this Cresselia is feisty. Oh, that was a terrible throw. I want to catch this one. It's 16-12, so it should actually be decent IVs. It's not looking good though. Oh, thank you. Yeah, because I don't want to lose this one. Because is it maybe a... No, okay, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. You stink. Alrighty, well, as you can see, guys, unfortunately, that is the last of our raids for tonight. Yeah, a little bit lackluster. Oh, there's another one that doesn't hatch for 50 minutes, so see him in the background there. There's another one that hatches in 50 minutes, and another one that's going to hatch in 50 minute time. Yeah, but I won't be here for those ones, because I got to go home and have dinner and stuff. Sorry, Pipu. What are we doing? What are you asking there? I'm sorry. Oh, are people speaking in are people speaking in Czech? So yeah. Only the 4 raids done tonight. That's okay. As I said, I didn't think that this was going to be a huge draw card, given that it's the second week of us having this raid boss. So hopefully next week is a little bit more popular. Unfortunately, I don't need Tapu Fini. The only Tapu that I still need for a shiny is Tapu Lele, and when we had that in raids, people just weren't interested in it at all, so we'll see how Tapu Fini goes. It is one of the more useful ones when it comes to the Tapus. That and Tapu Bulu are like the most useful ones when it comes to raids and stuff. So we'll see how we go with that. And then, yeah, Yuxi might at least be popular for at least the first week because it is a regional. People might still be trying to chase that shiny regional. So we'll see how that goes. How you doing, Dean? Welcome in. You're like, maybe. See, I don't understand any other English. It seems that I don't understand any language, even English, which is my spoken English. My God, my brain is just not operational tonight. I know like a little bit of Spanish and stuff like that, but I think everybody knows a little bit of Spanish. It's probably like one of the, maybe the second most spoken language in the world. I think Mandarin is actually the second most spoken language in the world, but that's just because there's a lot of Chinese people. But just in general, I think most people know a lot of Spanish and stuff just because it gets spoken a lot in movies and games and all that sort of stuff. You got to get going, work on all that stuff. Have a good day. No worries, dude. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you again in the next stream. And yeah, I think probably going to wrap it up pretty soon anyway, guys, because we're done with our raids. Kangaskhan raid day, that's this Sunday, isn't it? Saturday. Isn't that always... Wait, isn't the 3rd of March also voting day in Australia? Oh, your mum is Czech. Okay. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, mum comes from a German side of the family, but she was never taught German growing up just because that was during the whole getting over World War II thing, so grandparents and that didn't want to teach her German because nobody wanted to be associated with the Germans at that time. So yeah, unfortunately, I could have been taught German growing up, but it just wasn't because my mum didn't end up learning it. It is. Okay. Well, I might be voting on Saturday. Well, I will be voting on Saturday. It means that I might have to get up early to go and vote and then come out. Honestly, I'm not really feeling Mega Kangaskhan raid day as it is. We've had a lot of Mega raid days in a row. And I honestly don't think this is going to be really that popular because it's not a new raid boss. Most people probably have Kangaskhan already. It's not a great shiny. It's not really useful for anything. We might come out for a little bit and maybe do the first hour or something like that and see how we go for time. And if people are interested in it, we'll do the rest of the day. I don't know. I'll play it by ear. This could be our next raid day or our next stream. But if you don't see me on the weekend, I've just decided that it wasn't worth my time coming out for 3 hours to do raid day for Mega Kangaskhan because it's Kangaskhan. So if that's the case, our next stream will be on Tuesday for Spotlight Hour. So yeah, it'll either be this or it'll be Spotlight Hour, one or the other. We'll play it by ear. But alrighty, guys, I think we will wrap it up here for the evening. So yeah, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button on the stream. We are sitting on, still only on 7 likes. If you haven't already, please do smash the like button because it does help out with the streams and YouTube and all that sort of stuff. As I said, I'll either be back for Raid Day or Spotlight Hour or whichever one. And yeah, until then, guys, enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe. Happy hunting. Good luck for your raid days, or your raid hours if you do it. Hopefully you'll get Cresselia and all of that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. So until then, take it easy. Peace out. I'll see you in